We're
Okay,
live. Are
babe.
we live?
We are almost live. I think we're
Almost.
live right now. We need
I
to
think
really
we're
check
live.
this.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. This is Savanh, and again, right next to me is this beautiful soul, my wife, my queen, my angel, my amazing business partner, Phyllis Savanh.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing today?
Well, good morning, and welcome to Unleash Your Marriage. And today, guys, look, I just want to let you guys know again, we are going to be here every single day at 9 a.m. And today's Thursday. Thursday, we're going to go live and talk about family. So the topic is family. So every single day, we're going to have a different topic for you. But we will be here every single day at 9 a.m. And today's lesson has to do with family, and that's a topic that we're going to discuss live today.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe, like, or comment below. Sorry, I'm a little busy. And so in that way, we can have real life interaction. And again, if you're watching the replay, it's okay. You still wanted to put, your comment, in there because we love to interact with you. We'll love to know what kind of topic you really like. What really echo with you. What else do what else do you do? Just interact with us. We love a lot of love. We loved you, and we're really excited because after we do this live, we're gonna actually go to Crayola in Plano.
Awesome. Yes. And also, today's the title of today's lesson is 8 lessons you should avoid teaching your children. So, this is a very, very hot topic. This is a phenomenal topic. And Tony Robbins said, right? He learned this from Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn says, you always have to stand guard at the doorway of your mind, right? And we have, as parents, have to stand guard at the doorway of our children's minds, for sure, definitely. So 8 lessons you should avoid teaching your children, and we're gonna talk about one lesson today. So every Thursday we'll be talking about one lesson or two, but today we're just gonna talk about this one lesson, which I love this lesson. It's very near and dear to my heart because it's quite powerful. So the first lesson you should avoid teaching your children is making a mistake means failure or losing something. Okay.
Yes,
Never teach your children this, that, don't make mistakes, because you're going to lose something. You're going to,
yes,
you're going to fail. And,
yes,
we're going to share with you 2 tips on this one, some of the things that we do. We actually teach our children to fail and fail often. We tell them to fail often.
yes.
And if you're
Amen to
gonna
that.
fail anyways, look, fail big, right? And if you're gonna
Absolutely.
succeed big. If you're gonna think big, and
Yes.
don't
Does
think
that make
small.
sense?
So yeah, fail big, because this is how you learn. This is where growth happens when you go from comfortable to uncomfortable. At that moment, when you
Absolutely.
are uncomfortable, that's when you stretch and grow the most. So that's what we teach our children, right? So here are
Yes.
2 tips that I want to discuss today. The first tip is we always ask our children daily, okay?
Yes.
And we also always ask them, what did they fail at today? Right? What
Yes.
did they fail at today? And we really learned this one from Jesse Itzler and Sarah Blakely. And Sarah she owns Spanx, and she's the one who created Spanx. Those women who know her, but the men who don't, right? And some that wear Spanx, you probably know her. But Sarah Blakely, self-made, multi-billionaire, and just crushed it with this invention that she made. And Jesse is no slouch of his own, right? Sold his jet company to Warren Buffett. So amazing people. One of the things that they learned from their parents, which was instilled in them when they were younger, actually, and they apply it now to their children, which I absolutely love. So they ask their children during dinner or breakfast, what did you fail at today, right? And when they do that, and just like what we do, we say, when you fail, what did you learn, right? You either you fail or you learn. So what did you learn from that, right? And we want to make sure that our children grow from that experience, and because we want them to stretch, we want them to go for it, right? Go for it, because life is literally, you can make life limitless or limited, right? So it's really up to you in terms of how you teach your children. So that is the very first tip for us: is ask your children daily, if not, do it often. What did you fail at today, right? What did you fail at? So this way, that they're stretching themselves.
Yes, I totally agree with it. I mean, do you agree with it? I really believe in this where, thanks to my mother, she gave me a lot of latitude when I was growing up. She just usually let me make my own decision. And I learned, I noticed that I was so much more independent compared to other children, because I know how to think on my own, and I failed at a lot of things at a very young age. Like, I learned how to cook ramen noodles and I spill it all over the floor, right? Then I realized that, okay, it's hot, so I need to have my mitten on, right? But the very most important thing that I always tell my children is, hey, if you wanted to test something, try right now while
Yeah.
we are still with you, because we also have a 20 and a 25 years old. So right now they are trying to learn the entrepreneurship and so on and so forth. I say, don't worry about it, just go try it, because if you fail at it, your mama and your daddy is still here for you,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So that's so powerful, because then it allowed them to really go try, and it's kind of like what Tony Robbins said, it's a muscle, right? So every day you try to you try something, and if you fail at, you're not going to take that negativity too hard, right? So if
Yeah.
you keep trying and you fail, you keep trying, you fail, and we obviously love the word, like what John Maxwell say, failing forward. When you fail, what did you learn, what did you do, and how did you prevent yourself from failing again, right?
Yes.
So I love noodles, so cooking noodles, make sure that you have your mint on, when you pour the pot, when you pour the noodles from the pot to the bowl, right? You fell forward, like my son wanted to touch the pot. I say, go ahead, touch it.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law said, what are you doing? I said, I
Yeah.
need him to learn, because when he touch it, it hot. If, he
You won't do
realized
it
that, wow,
again.
this thing is hot. So moving forward, he's not going to do it anymore. At least I'm right next to him when he did that. But if he is there and he just really like put the whole hand in there, then it's gonna fail big time, right? It's gonna get really burned. So I really love this, fail forward, and Sarah really opened our mind. Like, what did you fail today? It's okay to fail, because that means that you're challenging yourself. And obviously that goes to the tip number 2, Cece.
Yes. And before I jump into tip number two, actually, I have a story of my own in this regard. And, I am so, as an adult, right? As an adult, I really, really love the fact that how my parents raised me, right? When I was younger, when I was a child, because they were pretty absent in my life, and not that they were bad parents. They just worked a lot. They needed to work, right? They were trying to build their own life and survive and provide for us. So they actually worked 2 or 3 jobs throughout the week, every single week. And so a lot of other family members had a hand in raising me, because I was the youngest of the of 3 siblings. But I learned a lot of things on my own, right? Like cooking, what Phyllis said. I started cooking at a very young age, 6 years old, cooking noodles, whatever it is. And I failed often. And as an adult, when I look back at that, I'm like, man, that's amazing, because my life experience, my experience, my growth was so tremendous. Really, I believe, even compared to my siblings, because they were much older than me. And this is again, it was so powerful. To this tip that we're giving you is that, yes, get your children to stretch, right? Get them to grow, and tell them that it's okay to fail, to learn. And obviously, they're not, don't teach them to make mistakes on purpose, but ultimately, that you should really teach them that mistakes and failure are really not, you're not going to lose our love, or you're not going to, it's not really failure. It's a chance to learn and grow. So,
Absolutely, amen to
yes.
that.
So tip number 2 is, you ask your children what new things that they learned today that challenge them. What new things did they learn today that challenge them? So that is our tip number 2. That is amazing, right? Why? Because there's a fixed and growth mindset. Fixed mindset is somebody, a child, or even us, we do something, right? We do something, we aced it, A plus, 4.0, 10 score, whatever. We just, but as humans, it's like, we should do that again. Why? Because it's easy, right? And we want to teach our children to say, well, yeah, that's great, nothing wrong with that. But like a puzzle, for example, if you just mastered that puzzle, well, find another harder puzzle to master. Why? Because that's, again, more growth for you. So we always ask our children, what did you learn today? What new things did you do? Not just learning, but challenge you. What challenged you to grow? don't just do the same things over and over again and thinking you're a rock star, right? You're gonna, crush life, or you're smart, or you're intelligent. Well, all those things can be cultivated, right? Intelligence can be cultivated, skills can be cultivated. You can actually exceed somebody who's more skillful than you eventually, if you work hard enough at it, and you keep going and keep growing and keep learning. So keep challenging yourself. So that's why we ask our children that, and we absolutely love that, because we just want them to, again, not only to stretch from what they learn, but really to challenge themselves. Even if they fail at it or didn't succeed at the very first time, there's a very powerful word that we both believe in, and me and my wife, is the word yet. The word yet. That is such a powerful word. You didn't succeed yet. You didn't, accomplish this puzzle yet. And what that ends up happening is, I didn't do it yet. So that's challenged them to grow more and more and more, stretch them more, and then they're going to be rock stars growing up. They're going to be rock stars for sure.
Yes, I think this is a big, challenge, and big, my opening, against all the teaching, all the example that we have seen before, because, growing up, right? I think most parents, I don't know whether the parents today, but most parents that I know, it's, hey, be good. Be in this box. I tell you what to do, how to do it, just do it. But whatever you do, it's just in this box, right? You're in grade 1, so study grade 1 only stuff. If you are a male, do this only, right? And so we learn to just be in the box instead of thinking outside the box, right? The new term, I think, outside the box. And I'm really blessed to have Alexander. He's my son, right? And since young, I just allow him to, challenge himself. Whatever he's interested in, as long as it's good, I allow him to do it. And he is 6 years old right now. Obviously, I'm becoming a bragging parent. But right now, he's learning a grade 4 math and English. He know how to read, spell. Doing math right now, he's doing fraction and algebra. I don't even know what it is. But I was so surprised because he was interested in it and he loved challenging himself. And every time he challenged himself, I say yes to him. I give him a big high five. Great job, because you're expanding yourself to the next realm, the unknown. And he's now so used to and so good at being unknown. And speak of the devil, he just show up. I know, but I'm doing recording. You want to say hi to everyone? Can you see it? Can you see it? Hi. Okay, say this one. Okay, hi. Hi. Okay. I gotta do recording now.
I need to throw away the bread.
Okay, throw it away then.
There's ants on it.
Okay, throw it away. Okay.
That's amazing.
I told you we do have kids. It's real life example. So now, and so now, and every time he's just challenging himself. And right now, challenges, it's just fun for him because it's just conquering it, figure it out, and he fail forward, like what we talk about, but right now, it's so easy for him to learn something new. I mean, sometimes I was actually more impressed because I don't even know how to do it, and he figured it out. Mommy, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Yep. It was just like the most amazing thing. However, I would have known that if I didn't go to courses, classes, and learning. Because I was traditional. I till today, honestly speaking, being honest, one-on-one with you, how many of you guys do not know how to swim? And how many of you do not know how to ride a bicycle? Put it down below. Let me know if you do not know or if you do know, right? Yep. Because in the state, everybody's like, what? You don't know how to swim? You don't know how to bike? I say, yes, I don't know because with Chinese zodiac, I am a rooster. So my parents told me that I need to stay away from water because I'm a rooster. I'm not supposed to know how to get close to the water. Well, I mean, why is it dangerous? Because I don't know how to swim. So it's always going to be dangerous. So, but the good news is my 6 years old, he know how to swim. He know how to ride a bike. My 4-year-old know how to swim right now. So I'm really blessed and I am really happy that they know because now I know that they are very safe when they're in the water because they know how to save themselves on the water, right? But again, my experience, I live in the box. So until today, I still don't know how to swim, how to bike. That's my to-do list. I am going to do it. Hold me accountable. I'm going to learn how to do both of them. But for
Yes.
you, thought about it, does your parent always challenge you? Does your parent allow you to fail forward, right? Are you living in the box? And then what do you want your kids to live? Is it okay for them to make mistake? Do you, you know, empower them when they make mistake, or do you discourage them when they make mistake?
Yes.
Put it down in the comment box and let us know, what you think.
Yeah, I really like what you said there. The two words are equip and empower. As parents, that's what we're supposed to do, right? Equip our children and empower them. So one more tip for you, for not just a tip, but another angle to look at. If you are busy like us, where we own several companies, we have children, we're employees, clients, and then most importantly, we have live-in parents. My parents live with us. We take care of them, and they more like they take care of us, right? But this is one thing to also look at if you have parents. And my mom, I'll use that as an example in regards to these two things. I believe that there's a part of her that kind of feels guilty that she wasn't more involved in my life when I was younger. So she gets super involved in our boys' life, like literally like making the milk, or even something like water, right? Like water, right? Glasses. She'll like get up and get it for them. I'm like, no, let them do it, right? Let them learn. And that's such a transition for them. But if you have live-in parents, get them on board with this mindset as well, right? Because we do it every day. We hammer at them, and they try to baby and nurture and caress them and do everything from that for them. And we as parents are like, no, don't do it, right? Let them do it. That's okay. No, I don't want him to climb up that that chair and fall down. That's fine. If he falls down, great. Just as long as he doesn't die, we're fine. We got hospitals. He breaks a limb, that's okay. We'll fix it. You're right. And we just want them to learn and grow. And they're like, oh no, we don't want them to do that. We don't want them to do this. And I'm like, dude, make your milk, dude. Here, turn on the stove, cook something. You know what I mean? That's how. So the dynamic of that is pretty interesting in our household. But get them. But the most important is get your parents involved in this type of a mindset constantly and continuously, because if they were as present in your life when they were young, there's probably a level of guilt that they feel. And it's okay to tell them that, look, I actually love it. I tell my parents all the time, I love the fact that I grew up that way, because I grew so much and I was able to do so much as an adult because I had to grow up fast. I had to learn those things fast. I had to learn how to take care of myself and not be afraid, and, shower myself and take care of the house, as a 6-7-year-old, because they were absent, and come home and open the door myself, cook, all those things. So it's very, very important to get them on this mindset. So again, just, I don't know if you want to add something, Phyllis, but just again, to recap, do you want to add anything?
No, that's it. I want to tell you that, our goal is, do a YouTube live every day. And the live will, on Thursday, is all about family. It's going to be only 15 minutes. We are going to be very mindful of your time, so that we're going to give you a lot of jam-packed information. We're going to do a lot of series because, we love you and we think this is a great topic, and it's going to be 8 lessons. So we're going to be, sharing a lot with you. But again, don't forget to subscribe, like, or comment below. And I see that there's a lot of comment right now, and I just, we just love those comments. So that way we know, where you are at, what are the challenges that you have. Again, we are trying to build a community that is safe for the parents to raise amazing children, outstanding children, positive children. Yep. And, we just will love you to, communicate with us, again,
and a community for business couples, busy couples, to really integrate, right? Integrate all the areas. It's not about balance. It's really tough to balance your life. If you try to do it, you're going to go nuts. Learn to integrate, right? Integrate your business, your career, your life, your relationship, your family, all in under one roof there. Learn how to integrate. Some days you're going to spend more time on others. Some days you're going to spend less time on others. Let's just be honest here. But if you try to balance all four, you'll go nuts. You'll go haywire.
I agree with you, baby. All right, so, that's it that we have.
I just want to again summarize 8 lessons. 8 lessons you should avoid teaching your children. And today's lesson was, that making a mistake is not failure. It's not losing something. It's a ability to learn. And the 2 tips was what did you fail at today, right? Which ultimately says, what did you learn? And the second thing is, what new things that you do today that challenge you? So thank you very much for listening, guys. We love you, and we are here to over deliver, add value, impact your life. And we will not just do it with our words, we will show it through our actions. Have a great day. Have a blessed day. Thank you very much for listening, guys.
No problem. See you guys at Facebook Live. Bye.
Bye.